Hi. Okay. So, doing a video, obviously. Look, I just came up here to talk about what's going on lately. Um, I'm being more consistent with recording. So, I'm in my room, and lately I've been just like immersing myself in something that I've always been interested in. Now that I'm thinking about it, I said at the end, Kamani, my baby's restless. My big boy's restless. Something I've always been interested in. I thought about it, and when you go to hold on. When you go to, you almost make me drop it. Restless, like I said. Sit up. All right, lay down. Come on. When you attempt to start like a new venture, um, especially something that's far away, like that's very distant in the scope of the industries that you've either been participating in or are known for, then the first thing that comes up is, what will people say? And it's just crazy that I'm still having those thoughts, because for a long time there hasn't been people that mattered. Like, right before I started microblading, and I was working through all of those limiting beliefs and things, um, I really, I really had to dismiss the the noise of the thoughts of this crowd of people, this ominous crowd of people that were somewhere in oblivion, that were gonna, um, like hunt me down and have an intervention and say, you shouldn't be doing this because you don't deserve to make a lot of money, and you blah blah blah. So, and then it went hand in hand with the lack of validation that I got around, learning a new skill. So I'm getting microblading going, and it's going. It's going. Um, like always, I can put more effort and things into it. Um, just on the marketing side is mostly what needs to happen. But it's going. I'm telling people about it. I'm more confident in the actual skill. I'm more confident in presenting myself as that person. Um, okay, so there's that. But I had a situation where my car stopped working and my phone got cut off within like 3 days of each other. So instead of freaking out, sinking into a deep depression, drinking, or going out, or whatever escapism like I'd come up with, or whatever, like I don't even know what I would do. Probably just sit here. Instead of doing those things, I doubled down and I was like, you know what? Been doing all this work on myself, been doing these affirmations, all this subconscious reprogramming, and listening to all these audiobooks. I'm like, I decided not to go that way. I decided to dig in to the tools that I've acquired. And so, with no internet, no phone, nowhere to go, I sat down on my floor and I looked at my bookshelf. And what book stood out to me? My real estate investing book. Because you need something to read in the bathroom, right? And since I go like 5 times a day, TMI, um, I grabbed, my hand's tired because I was practicing earlier. I grabbed my real estate investing book, right? And immediately I just started getting so excited about it. And I was like, you know what? This actually, I'm about to sneeze. And there like a place you can tap where it won't happen? I think I did it. Anyway, I was like, you know what? This is the one thing that holds the possibility of changing my situation in an instant. I could get a couple of microblading clients, which would be a few, like 4 or 5. Or I could make one deal wholesaling real estate. Like even just like the lowest fee that I would charge for a joint venture deal to go in with somebody, or just because, let's say hypothetically, I didn't trust myself and I just made my fee $1,000. Even just that, like at this point, would just change everything. So that's the thoughts that I'm having. And so I decided to document my life, and it's being vulnerable is a challenge for me. But anyway, I'm going to look back at this in 12 months and be like, whoa. So I called up my friend, and we had a meeting, like I said on the video before. But I wanted to make this video because now I'm like, okay, well, what's my first of all, I want to give a shout out to Sean, the dude that immediately reached out to me and said, I will help you. I will help you get your deals done. I will help you if I hear of deals in your area. Here are the forms. Here's scripts. If you have any questions, let me know immediately. I think I must have I made a post in one of the wholesaling groups that I've been a part of for years and never was active on. And he just reached out to me. So shout out to him for being just an amazing brother. Okay. So now I know that bandit signs, at this point, bandit signs aren't an option. Not right now. Like, I have a part-time job and there's other things that I would spend that money on before the signs right now, like urgent things, So I'm going to be making cold calls. And just the thought of cold calling has me feeling, I really need to find a synonym for anxiety, because everybody just gives that word too much play, But it'll say it's got me feeling nerves, right? But why? I've been in sales. I've been in retail for over 10 years. Look, when I was 13, I was knocking on people's doors selling cheesecakes that I made. So, like, where are these nerves coming from? I was a debt collector, for freak's sake, It's not going to get much, it cannot get much worse than the things that I've heard and witnessed as a debt collector. You have to tell them immediately that's who you are. The things people say to you, it didn't even really get under my skin. I think I got called the N-word one time. That did it. But besides that, it goes to such levels of ridiculum that it's hilarious. So where are these nerves coming from? Nervous that what? So let me think about it. Nervous that people are gonna, okay, and who are these people? My family? Yeah, my family. That they're gonna say, oh, she's doing something else. I thought she was doing microblading. And she's jumping over here trying to be this again. Because they don't know about the industry. They don't know that it's real. I've been educating myself on this for as long as I've been making those cheesecakes. Like, I don't make them anymore, but like when I was like 13, that's when I started getting educated about real estate, because Rich Dad Poor Dad set me on entrepreneurial fire. And I started looking into it then. So when I got formal training in 2011, that's what I'm doing now. I'm pouring over my notes and my books and stuff. And I've just been drinking in videos. So now everything is so targeted as far as the YouTube I consume. It's always self-development. It's always on the continuum of self-development. The videos I watch, the audiobooks I listen to. Now everything is about real estate and the surrounding, relatable topics, relating topics. But it's awesome because I'm seeing everything come together. Like, even I see how this is going to help my microblading business, how my vision for my studio is going to come out of this even better than I was thinking, It's awesome because the debt collecting, I have a tough skin for that. That's going to come in handy. The retail, I know how to talk to people. I mean, I've gotten fired from more than one job for talking too much. Because people love me and I love to talk to people. I have that. And this is a job, I'll never refer to this as that again. This is an industry. This is a calling where you need people to trust you. You need people to feel your warmth. And I can do that over the phone. I can definitely do that in person. So I basically got this in the bag. It's just a matter of getting the education, getting the information to the point, like getting acclimated to it, where I'm not in information overload and I'm not overwhelmed. I don't feel that way right now. It's just a lot to take in. It seems to be lots of moving parts, but I know that as I do the first few steps and then the next few steps and develop a semblance of routine, that, what seemed like 20 steps will just be this one thing, if that makes sense. So, glad I did this. Needed to talk through that. Wasn't about to journal. And I'm very excited because, just like microblading, I'm keeping this to myself. Look, my lease is up in a few weeks and we have somewhere to go, but it's not a place of our own. But I'll tell you what, in a year, in 12 months, less than, but I will definitely be living in a place that I own with no mortgage. And I will definitely have at least one property that's bringing me rental income. It'll be more, so I'm not even allowing myself to be in shame anymore. Now I'm seeing things from the other side. I'm seeing things finally, I'm seeing things from the viewpoint of this life, this situation being on the pages of my book, and what that's going to look like and what it's going to feel like when I tell people where it came from. And that's motivating to me, thinking about motivating them, because I just found my my personal mission statement from 2016, and one of the lines was to give people permission to be authentically themselves. And I just can't wait to do that. So, all right, my voice is relaxing itself. So it's also, I don't want to tell y'all, but it says past midnight and baby boy here is up. You want to say good night?
Good night.
Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.